Good afternoon, everyone. Brendan from Starpoint Australis. Thanks for joining me again for the week that was. What a week it was. Where do I start? Sometimes you just have those weeks that are just bloody hard. And this is one of those weeks. So despite the best tries of what I could do, the best pushing, ringing, I've been on phone calls all around the world to try and get these tents into the air freight system, and that's why you still haven't received a tracking number. I that's all I can say. So let's start from the start. So the original logistics company had picked up the air freight tents. They then tried to Swifty us and charge us close to $1,200 to ship the tents from China to America and China to UK. There's a few other places along there, which is not the correct number. To ship these around the world, it's about the number that we quoted you. So I've now had to retrieve the tents back from that logistics guys, cancel everything on that side, and then we've reset that again. So I'm hoping that this Friday I get to pick everything up and start that journey to you guys. So they say it's between 5 to 8 days in transit. Stay tuned on that one. As for everything else has been trickling along. Let's talk about the SP3s. As you can see in the back, it's almost like a car yard over here. We're working on, and this one here is going to be the testing. So you've got the old industrial version of the Focuses. So this is the SP 3.5, so this is slightly larger. Obviously it's got some bigger motors and whatnot. But then you've got the SP3. Now, like we've shown you with the testing, we've been testing it around that 6 kilo range, actually a little bit more than 6 kilos. But in the workshop this weekend, I was working on the extension so that I could put it onto the 12-inch Newt. That way I can also drive it with all of the filter wheels, all of my custom equipment, which is sitting around about 5.2 kilos. So that's the reason why we did it that way. But you can see the off-axis guider screws onto the top. Ooh, cap from the bottom. I have to be careful because there's a 3-inch paracord that sits inside this. There we go. So that's the off-axis guider ring. You'll see it's quite large. One day I'll talk to you about that. You've then got the adapter, which goes from obviously the off-axis guider to this beefcake. I'll call it a beefcake of an extension tube. So that's an extension tube. The story behind that one is that I wanted to fit the 12-inch Newt into the back of the truck, so I had to cut the 12-inch Newt down, which then pushed the focal plane out of the tube by that much. And then you have obviously the focal, so the extension tube. So that's one single extension tube. Fits in nicely. And then on top of that, then you have, there it goes. So then you've got the adapter ring. So it's a pretty substantial adapter ring, but of course it's got a pretty substantial load hanging off the back of it. So yeah, that's that all done and dusted. It's ready to go. There's only one thing that I need to do with it now is to make the adapter for the base plate. So that's coming on next, probably this weekend. We were supposed to go out to our deep sky weekend, or star party as you would call it, but the weather gods have seemingly told us no. We might get one day out on Saturday versus Sunday, but it's looking iffy at best. There we go. Sorry, get that out of the way. So we've got that. Obviously that's the old version, and then I'm at the last portion at the moment. So all the Focuses that you see here, they're part of, I'd call that the mini manufacturing run. They're getting prepared to go out to their respective homes. All I have to do with these now is upload the firmware for them and then do some tests to make sure that they're working as they should. But they're coming along nice. I'm getting used to how to put these together and the little nuances with the focuses themselves. The tolerances are that tight that, look, a movement of the sliding rails, even 2 or 3 mil around, can actually set things off and bind. So yeah, they're very finely tuned, but with being finely tuned, they also are operating at their best. You know, Steve has been using it now for a couple of weeks and he's enjoying it. Carlos, our beta tester, one of our original beta testers, he will be getting his installed in the next week or two. I've got one to install to a 10-inch F4 carbon fiber tube. That should be in the next couple of weeks. I'll get that done. Other than that, yeah, it's just been tough. It's just one of those weeks. But you know, we keep on battling on, and everything will come good soon. And I hope to get some great news to you guys next Tuesday. All right then, till next week, the week that was. Have a good one. Hopefully it's sunny and clear where you are, and you get to enjoy some nighttime skies. See you later.